Wow, we're live. Hello, everybody. It's me, Alec Mapa. I am going to be your host for Virtual Pride this year. Yay! And I'm so excited. Not only am I the host, welcome to my beautiful home, by the way. I've decorated it with the inclusive pride flag because it's 2021 and each and every one of us belongs. Listen, however you identify, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, non-binary, queer, pansexual, gender fluid, what have you, you are welcome. Welcome to our safe space here on YouTube. We have an amazing program for you today. And hopefully this will be the last virtual Pride you will ever have to attend. Next year, you'll be there in person, hot, sweaty, and sloppy, lining up for a beer. Instead of safe at home, you'll be out there in the world again. Now, this is the part I'm excited about. Not only am I your virtual host today, but I am also the Grand Marshal of Virtual Pride. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you. And I'm told that the honor comes with a check for $100,000 from the Lavender Effect people. And I'm so thankful and grateful. What? Oh, that's not what I was told. $100,000. You're not paying me. Okay. What are you paying me? What? Hold, please. Oh, okay. You're paying me that. Oh, well, that's fine too. Listen, I'm so thrilled to be here with you to celebrate Pride. People often say in a cynical way, do we still need Pride? And I got to tell you a story, and it's one of my favorites. And then we'll start the show. I was speaking at a rally for Pride one time, and I went out and I did my stand-up of nonstop fart jokes for about 20 minutes. And a senior citizen greeted me as soon as I was off the stage, and he said to me, "Your act is completely filthy." And I said, "Thank you." And he said, "No, I'd like to thank you. I was in the 50s and early 60s. When I came out, my parents had me institutionalized for 5 years. Because that's what they did back in the day. If you were a queer person, if you were trans, if you were bi, if you were any other sexuality other than cis heterosexual, they institutionalized you." And I was like, I need to thank you for your activism and your bravery in being out. And he goes, "Well, that's what we did back in the day. If you were queer, they thought you were crazy. But you know what? Take a look around you. We do look kind of crazy." So if you have a gay senior in your life, a senior lesbian, a senior trans person, take their hands in yours, make eye contact with them, and say thank you. Thank you for your activism. We experience the freedoms we have today because of you. I love you. And I love you. I love each and every one of you for tuning in today. We have an amazing program for you. This is going to be the best virtual Pride ever. And hopefully the last. But again, welcome, welcome, welcome. You are welcome. You are included in our safe YouTube space. I'm going to do a makeup tutorial later. Now, I have to bring on our first guest. He is the founding executive and creative director of the Lavender Effect, a nonprofit. Look at my grandma glasses that I have to look through the bottom of my cheaters. A nonprofit project of community partners. His organization's mission is to advance the future of LGBTQIA+ heritage and culture. Will you please welcome our fabulous friend, Andy Sacher? Yay!
Hello, I'm Andy Sacher, proud founding director of the Lavender Effect. Thank you to Alec Mapa for hosting today's virtual Pride celebration. And thank you to all the amazing participants we have in our lineup today, including activists, celebrities, nonprofits, and politicians. Everybody has something so important to share with you about the way they celebrate Pride and we're very, very honored to be in their company. One of the things that you're going to see differently this year are segments from the Lavender Effect's Oral History Project.
Oh.
This is a project that's very dear and near to my heart that documents elders in the LGBT community. They did so much for us, and we want to make sure that their history is documented for future generations.
That's what I was talking about.
So enjoy the virtual Pride Parade. We typically start out with Dykes on Bikes. We'll see if that can take place today, and enjoy the parade.
Everybody, it's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. How's it going? So I'm standing in front of the Stonewall Inn, and I was going to do this amazing thing where I rode off on my motorcycle, except I don't have a motorcycle anymore. I sold it a few years ago. Then I thought I'll rent a motorcycle, but I couldn't get the app to work. So instead, I just ordered food, and I'm just going to eat. But in the meantime, this is the part of the video where I would ride off, like, and you would see me ride off. Let me see if I can get that done. So that's where I ride off to, straight into Sheridan Square. But in the meantime, that's not happening. So going inside. All right, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Stonewall Inn. Happy Pride!
Oh, that was awesome. Did my picture go away? I'm back. Listen, that was like just to be back at Stonewall again. How fantastic is that? Every Pride Parade starts with Dykes on Bikes. So they did us the honor from where it all began, Stonewall. Now that was MAC award-winning singer, writer, songwriter, and piano bar entertainer, Maria Gentile, not to mention her weekly radio show on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Armed Forces Radio. What's the Story with Maria? It is now time to introduce a legend. Oh, you're going to love her. She's a great friend of mine. She's a powerhouse actress, singer, teacher, and activist. She is the second openly transgender woman to have played a transgender character on television and is a true LGBTQ plus pioneer. The world saw her change the conversation in the groundbreaking Amazon series Transparent, along with other shows like ER, Eli Stone, How to Get Away with Murder, Grey's Anatomy. This season, she joined the cast of The Conners on ABC and is the first transgender actress to play Madame Morrible in the Tony Award-winning musical Wicked Bomb. Wicked Bomb. Wicked. She's in Wicked. How exciting is that? Coming back to Broadway this fall. She's also the Grand Marshal last year and host of last year's virtual Pride Parade. Will you please welcome the icon herself, Alexandra Billings. Yay!
Hey humans, it's Alexandra Billings. Hello. Happy Pride. I don't know what that was. That was my hello sign. Hello. Happy Pride. Happy Pride Month. Listen, I want you to have the greatest month. I want you to celebrate in the way that you need to celebrate, in the way that's safe and that honors who you are. You know, you're going to see a lot of people doing a lot of different things this month, and that's the way they do what they do. You do what feels good for you, because when you're kind to your own spirit, when you're at peace in your own divine self and you practice self-care, then you're able to share your gift better with others. Oh. So travel safely, humans, and be as gay as possible. That's all I'm saying. Just be as queer as you can possibly be. I got to go because I got transgender things to do. I'm not wearing the watch. So have the greatest month. Hi, Alec. You're going to have the best time. It's
Hi, honey.
Most fabulous gig. Really. You're going to have the best. Bring a lot of food because you're going to be there for a while, my friend. Happy Pride. I love you all very much. And remember, you are made of stardust. And because that is true, anything is possible. I'll see you later.
I love you, Alexandra. Oh, we're all made of stardust. Here comes Mia Yamamoto.
The unfinished business is definitely the education of ourselves. There is not enough education in the gay male community about the lesbian community. There's not enough information in the lesbian community about the gay male community, and there's not enough information in either community about the transgender community. So I think that these forms of education and enlightenment and advancement are all the unfinished business that we have. And I don't want to sound like I'm a cynic. I think we've made incredible strides. The fact that I'm sitting here with you, able to make this film without the police come storming in the door, is a tremendous advance. And we'll get some things done, but they're not done yet. And they're not even close in certain areas. People are still committing suicide out there because they can't accept who they are. We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of advocacy to do. We have a lot of publicity to do. And, you know, your voice can't go far enough as far as I'm concerned.
Your voice can't go far enough. Keep using it. Keep using your voice. Have I lost my video again? Every time
you can show your support for the Lavender Effect's mission-driven programs like the Oral History Project by texting GIVE, G-I-V-E, to 323-210-3746. Single or repeating donations of any amount are greatly appreciated. Thank you, and enjoy the virtual Pride Parade.
Enjoy the Pride Parade. Pride, a deeper love. Pride, a deeper love. Last year we went to Pride. The last year I went to Pride, I was with a friend who lost her thong in the porta potty while that song was playing. So for the rest of the day we were singing, Pride, I lost my thong. Pride, it all went wrong. Pride, I lost my thong in the porta potty. I guess you had to be there. I am so honored to introduce our next guest. He was elected to the West Hollywood City Council on March 3rd, 2015. I got to get the pronouns right. Listen, I go by he, she, they. I've said before, I present as a gay Filipino man, but I identify as a rich white woman. She was elected to the West Hollywood City Council on March 3rd, 2015. She previously served as a council member for 2 years from 2009 to 2011. She has a long history of civic and social justice advocacy, spearheading policies focusing on helping older adults age in place, LGBTQ plus rights, women's rights, and addressing transportation and mobility issues. Please welcome Mayor Lindsey Horvath.
Hello and happy Pride from Lindsey Horvath, your mayor of West Hollywood. Thanks
Happy
especially
Pride,
to the Lavender Effect for making today's event possible. And Andy Sacher, I mean, just what a wonderful human being, an example of somebody who leads with his heart and a creative vision to do the impossible. And I'm so excited to be here with you again this year. Andy has had this wonderful vision of how to have a virtual space that includes everyone. And that's exactly what Pride is all about, being exactly who you are, celebrating the best parts of you, and letting the world know who you love, how you love, and that you love. It's so important that we are together in this very difficult time. And so I thank you for being here, for being the best part of our community, for celebrating your pride, for knowing your history, for creating our future, and for being just the wonderful people that you are. I can't wait to see you in person. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. I can't wait to see you too, lady. This comedian has been seen on TBS, ABC, and Last Comic Standing. She performs all over the world and has helped to raise more than $30 million for LGBTQ plus equality, women's rights, and HIV/AIDS education and prevention. You know her, you love her. Please welcome my dear friend, Dana Goldberg. Woohoo!
Hey everyone, I'm comedian Dana Goldberg. Look at that. Look at that. That was the resist march. That was a resist march after the former guy stole the election. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to get back there again. Until then, I want to wish everyone a very happy Pride virtually. We just got through a very hard and challenging year with a lot of day drinking and news, so much news. I hope you all are doing well. I'm wishing you the best. Listen, I know we can't get together in large groups, but until then, I want you to be out and I want you to be proud and I want you to be as visible as possible, standing up for the most marginalized among us. I'm talking about our non-binary family, our trans family, our BIPOC family. We have to protect the most marginalized among us. So do that for me, all right? Next year, we'll get back together again. Happy Pride, everyone. I miss you terribly. Mwah.
I miss you too, Dana. Oh my gosh, so much day drinking during the pandemic. My therapist told me last week during our session, you know, it's not normal to drink a bottle of rosé with breakfast. He said I lost a little bit of perspective. And now the woman who has spent most of the last 29 years helping to build the world's largest LGBTQ organization. She's the CEO of the Los Angeles LGBT Center. Please welcome the fabulous, the legendary Lorri L. Jean. Woohoo!
Happy Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride,
it's great
Lorri.
to be here with the Lavender Effect. I'm Lorri Jean, CEO of the Los Angeles LGBT Center. We have been serving our community since 1969, and today we are the world's largest LGBTQ organization of any kind. Beautiful. And I'm coming to you from our fantastic intergenerational Anita Mae Rosenstein campus.
Wow.
The youth and seniors in our community can get everything they need here, from a state-of-the-art senior center and a youth center, including our Ariadne Getty Foundation Youth Academy, where we focus on jobs and education for LGBTQ youth experiencing homelessness. And we have hundreds of youth and seniors who actually live with us on this campus, including, and we're going to do a fast switch, this newest housing building, which will open this month for LGBTQ seniors, 99 units. There's always something happening here at the center, and we have a lot to celebrate this Pride Week and Pride Month, and including a community that supports us very generously to do this important work. We have to remember, AIDS didn't stop us, COVID isn't going to stop us. So get your vaccine, and hopefully our communities will be opening soon. And here's a good message to end on for this Pride Month. Happy Pride. Life is beautiful and we can make it so. Thank you.
I love you, Lorri. Lorri's amazing. She's not only a community leader, but she is a veteran of like so many AIDS rides. She rode from San Francisco to Los Angeles on a recumbent bike. That's amazing. I couldn't even do that now. I mean, she's just a tireless fundraiser, and I absolutely love her. If you've never been to the LGBT Center in Los Angeles, go. It is state of the art and doing so much for our community. And it really serves as a model for the rest of the LGBT centers across the country. Again, thank you, Lorri. So excited about our next guest. Okay, everybody, hold on to your hats. We've got a superstar. Our next performer rose to national prominence in 1969 on the television series Laugh-In, and in 1977 made her Broadway debut and appearing nightly, written and directed by her partner, Jane Wagner. Returning to the Great White Way in 1985 in Wagner's critically acclaimed play, The Search for Intelligent Signs of Life in the Universe. I saw it 5 times. I was stalking her. It was kind of scary. She is the star of so many iconic films like Nashville, for which she was nominated for an Oscar and won the New York Film Critics Award for Best Supporting Actress. Over the next 40 years, she starred in over 25 movies. She's known to a whole new generation of TV streamers in the comedy Grace and Frankie, co-starring Jane Fonda, which has become the longest-running Netflix original series. She's won 7 Emmys, 2 Tony Awards, a Grammy, 2 Peabody Awards, the prestigious Mark Twain Prize, and numerous other notable honors. And on New Year's Eve 2013, she married her longtime partner, the beautiful Jane Wagner. Will you please welcome to Virtual Pride, my friend Lily Tomlin. Lily, get in here.
Hi, I'm Lily Tomlin.
We know.
And Pride is here again. I am so excited to return to the Lavender Effect's virtual Pride Parade. Pride is love, and let's share the love with each other. Happy Pride. Happy Pride to all the trans kids. You are so brave. Lily loves you, and that's the truth.
Lily loves you, and I love you. I love all the trans kids out there. I have a teenager myself who came out this year as pansexual. And we're so proud of him to be, the kids these days, they're so kind of confident in a way that we weren't as kids. Like I was like, hey, I think I'm gay. My kid was like, I'm pansexual and these are my pronouns. Eat it. It's a whole new world. Thank you, Lily. Our next guest is an activist, performer, producer, co-stars of the acclaimed indie film Turnover, and founder of the cinema series Kat Kramer's Films That Changed the World. Will you please welcome our friend, Kat Kramer?
Hi, I'm Kat Kramer, and I'm proud to serve on the advisory board of the Lavender Effect. Now, my Yardy Gras is Soundstage 14, right here on the lot in Hollywood at Sunset Gower Studios, where my father, filmmaker Stanley Kramer, made Guess Who's Coming to Dinner and The Cane Mutiny and many other films. He was really the voice of social conscience of Hollywood. And I'm pleased to represent the Oral History Project. It's so important that LGBTQ youth know the history and the gay pioneers that came before them. Amen. To inspire and educate, and also to combat bullying and suicide. Please support the Lavender Effect by texting GIVE to 323-210-3746. You can make a difference.
You could absolutely make a difference. Thank you, Kat, for those wonderful words. Our history is so important. Like I was talking about at the beginning of the program.
The younger generation, they don't want to use the word feminist. They don't understand what it is. They think it's a man-hating, and that's the furthest from the truth. It's pro-women. It's not anti-man. And it's so sad because feminism frees a woman's mind, allows her to see herself outside of what she should be doing, what society said she should do. And they don't get it. And they're falling into roles again. And I just find it scary, very scary.
You can show your support for the Lavender Effect's mission-driven programs like the Oral History Project by texting GIVE to 323-210-3746. Single or repeating donations of any amount are greatly appreciated. Thank you, and enjoy the virtual Pride Parade.
Enjoy virtual Pride. That last speaker was Ivy Bocchini, who sadly passed away a short time ago. But it's true. Our oral history is so important. Our youth needs to know where they come from and the struggle beforehand, which has led us to this place today. So again, if you have the opportunity today, when you have the opportunity, text that number to donate to the Lavender Effect's worthy cause of preserving our oral history and the LGBTQ plus community. Our next celeb as Professor Chance Counter in the groundbreaking television series Noah's Ark on Logo and the feature film of the same name. You've seen him on TV shows such as Star Trek Voyager, The Drew Carey Show, Charmed, The Hughleys, Gideon's Crossing, Mad TV, and on the big screen in Cradle to Grave, Any Day Now, opposite Alan Cumming. He's done so much. And as a director, he wrote and produced Hot Guys with Guns and his acclaimed LGBTQ romance From Zero to I Love You, now on Amazon Prime. I love this guy. We've done so many fundraisers together, and he's a wonderful activist, a terrific producer, director, and actor. Will you please welcome my friend, a tender, consensual lover, Doug Spearman.
Hey, y'all. Happy Pride. My name is Doug Spearman, and I'm coming to you from New Orleans, Louisiana, at my front porch. So it's a little gray outside, but that doesn't matter. I still got my Pride t-shirt on. I just want to, first of all, thank the Lavender Effect for doing this 2 whole years in a row. You know, we can't all be together in the places and the spaces that we normally get together and celebrate Pride, but we can still do it thanks to you guys. And, you know, speaking of Pride, one of the things I'm the most proud of is having been in a television series that featured the first stories about gay black men. Right. It's called Noah's Ark. It was on Logo. You can probably still find it online in different places. But you know what? I was out then and I'm out now. And I'm out with you. Have a
Yay, Doug. It's true. He was on the very first show about out black gay men on network television. Back in 2000, I played network television's very first gay Asian series regular character on a show with Jason Bateman called Some of My Best Friends. I played network television's first gay Asian series regular character, not unless you count Hop Sing on Bonanza. Google it. We're so excited. We are hearing next from Los Angeles controller Ron Galperin, the first openly LGBTQIA+ citywide elected official in Los Angeles and a leader in the movement for equity and equality. Will you please welcome the Galperin family?
I'm LA Controller Ron Galperin, LA's first out and proud citywide elected representative for our City of Angels. And I'm here with my husband, Rabbi Zach Shapiro, and our 22-month-old twins, Maya and Eli.
Thank you, Lavender Pride. We come together online again this year for the 51st anniversary of LA Pride. It's time to give thanks and to celebrate, to take stock, to continue the work of achieving equality and equity. We live in a world where homophobia, transphobia, xenophobia, and racism are still very much with us. And it's been a tough year. As we thankfully begin to emerge from the COVID pandemic,
we, the LGBTQI+ community, can help to show a way to healing, recovery, justice, and peace. Our community, which was ravaged by AIDS, our lives, which were outlawed and still are in many parts of the world, our trans family, too often, which lives in fear of violence and suffering discrimination daily.
We're strong. We know, as MLK said, the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. We know love, goodness, justice, peace, that they will all ultimately triumph, and we can and must help lead the way, celebrating in pride and building pride.
Without pride, we wouldn't be here today. We wouldn't be here with our children, and as a married couple, we embrace them and the future they represent, a future free of discrimination and racism, a future of equality, opportunity, fairness, peace, and love. Happy Pride!
Yay! Happy Pride, you guys. Oh, wow. 22-month-old twins. That doesn't sound like fun at all, but congratulations. Listen, I'm speaking from experience. My husband and I, 11 years ago, adopted a 5-year-old African-American boy from Compton. I'm Filipino. My husband is white. Our son is black. We look like the last 2 minutes from It's a Small World. But you know what? When he came to live with us, we said, listen, there are all kinds of families. Some people have a mom and a dad. Some people have 2 moms. Some people have 1 mom. You have 2 dads. And look at us. We're all different. I'm Filipino, which means I'm Asian. Papa is Cajun, which means he's from Louisiana. So he's kind of French. And you're black, But the thing that makes us a family is that we all love each other very much. So we're picking him up from school, from kindergarten on the very first day. We're waiting for him in the car. Our son comes running up to the car, and a little girl stops him and says, "Hey, you have two dads?" And he says, "Yes." And she says, "Why?" And he says, "Because we're French." Kids get it. I'm so excited to introduce our next performer. She is a multifaceted entertainer, best known performing as Abby Cadabby on Sesame Street. She recorded a Christmas message for my son, for Abby, as Abby Cadabby, when he was 5 years old, and he lost his freaking mind. She received 5 Emmy nominations, and she won one for Best Performer in a Children's Series. She's been seen on PBS's Splash and Bubbles and Nature Cat, ABC's Muppets Tonight, Disney's Johnny and the Sprites, and Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Her podcast, Lolly's Radio Playdate, has been heard on NPR along with her co-stars Lolly Lardpop and Granny Dot. They tour the world entertaining kids of all ages. Please welcome Leslie and Lolly. Yay! Hey, Leslie.
Is everybody in place? Where is everybody? Oh, my goodness. Hey, Dolores, don't you try to hypnotize the audience. Okay, where is everybody? Oh, yep, please, thanks for showing up. Gotta love the backdrop, ladies. How are your kids? It's the Pride Parade. Oh, my goodness, I'm so nervous. Everything just has to be perfect. Okay, and then, oh, Coco fell. Morning.
Lavender house.
Kids, happy Pride. Love ya, Granny Dot. Oh, the parade. Hi. We've been so excited. Oh my gosh. You mean it's right now? Oh, Lolly. All you have to bring to Pride is all your love and all your heart. For all our family and all our friends. We love our Pride family. All right. Happy Pride, everyone. It's like we're actually there. Hey, Marilyn.
Okay, Uncle. Sock puppets in my face? It's just my favorite thing ever. And I'm owning it. That's my kink. Sock puppet. No, it's not my kink. I love Leslie, and that was fantastic. And then when the dog came on, I was done. I was absolutely done. This is the best Pride ever because I'm not outside, I'm not sweaty, and I can drink a bottle of wine after this and go to bed. I hope you're having fun. Listen, it's been a while since we've all been in contact. I'm going to give you a virtual hug right now. Come in, move in. Okay, I'm hugging you. I'm the expert of hugging until it gets weird. I hug people for like almost a minute, and then I whisper in their ear, "I've always dreamt of this moment." That's why I'm not invited anywhere. I'm so excited to introduce our next guest. She's a PFLAG National Board President. PFLAG, Parents and Friends of Lesbians and Gays and the Transgenders and the Non-Binaries. They're parents. They're parents who care about us. She is the National Board President, proud PFLAG mom. She joined PFLAG in 2005 in Salt Lake City, Utah, when her son came out. Please welcome Kathy Godwin.
Thank you to the Lavender Effect for this virtual Pride Parade. I'm Kathy Godwin from Berkeley, California. I'm a proud PFLAG mom and the PFLAG National Board President. You know, PFLAG folks, we've stayed connected and shared our stories virtually throughout the year, but we've also watched in horror as Latinx and Black trans women have been murdered in record numbers. And now we are witnessing 33 states who have introduced over 100 harmful bills targeting the rights of our kids. So today, I ask you to join us and speak out boldly about your family and friends, and then also to reach out to those you know and love across the country And please ask them to join us to pass the Equality Act.
Yes.
Because PFLAG knows that your personal stories will definitely save lives. And today, we're here to celebrate Pride, for it's a new day of enjoying life and returning to something we've missed in the past year. The opportunity to reconnect and walk arm in arm towards equality for all.
Yes, Kathy.
Thank you. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride to you, Kathy. I love that message. It's true. They won't stop coming for us. There's all these bills that they're introducing, anti-trans bills. And I was in Washington, D.C. last year lobbying for the Equality Act and for the Every Child Deserves a Family Act, because in 10 states, it is legal for federally funded agencies to turn away qualified foster adopt parents based on sexual orientation, gender identity, sex, or religion. And people like Kathy, people like me, people all across the nation are mobilizing to combat these anti-LGBTQ bills. So please give to the Lavender Effect and stay woke, because things are good. They can always get better. Our next performer has been called an emerging force of nature by The Hollywood Reporter. She's performed at theaters across the nation, and you've seen her on TV on VH1, Logo, and TV Land. You've heard her on a radio show on KPFK in LA, and saw her in Lady Gaga's telephone video. As a writer, she's written for many national magazines, and her full-length feature musical, Leave It on the Floor, has been seen in film festivals around the world. Voted one of the Hot 25 by Frontier LA magazine, she's donated her time and talents to give back to the LGBTQ community, helping raise hundreds of thousands of dollars for APLA, Lambda Legal Defense, Angels of Change, Arapahoe House, the Los Angeles Gay and Lesbian Center, the Gender Justice of LA, Equality Network, GLAAD, AIDS, Life Cycle. The list goes on and on. I could tell you the rest of her credits all afternoon, but that'll keep me from introducing her. Will you please welcome Miss Barbie-Q? Woohoo! Barbie-Q, 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 Barbie-Q.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
This is Miss Barbie-Q, aka Sydney Rogers. Just want to thank the Lavender Effect for having this amazing virtual parade again this year. And I just want to take the time to wish everyone a happy Pride, and that I hope this is the year that you really get some healing done and really come into yourselves if you haven't already, and to really see this year as a new beginning, since we're all coming out of COVID. And
yes.
Yeah, I just want to wish a happy Pride, and that I don't know, there's a new sense of purpose.
There is.
That I'm feeling for this year. And I'm really hoping you take that and feel it, and really take it to wherever you go, to the workplace or to your friends, and really nurture those relationships, and really shout out to our allies too, that are amazing as well, and that we really learn to come together this year. And happy Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride, Barbie-Q. I love you. Uh-oh, here comes Jewel.
When we opened the disco, there were dance club laws that stated that you could not dance with the same sex.
Yeah.
It was against the law to do that. And so the disco time was perfect, because everybody just got out there and danced together. And I told my bartenders, my disc jockeys, do not put on any slow music ever.
You can show your support for the Lavender Effect's mission-driven programs like the Oral History Project by texting GIVE, G-I-V-E, to 323-210-3746. Single or repeating donations of any amount are greatly appreciated. Thank you, and enjoy the virtual Pride Parade.
Enjoy the virtual Pride Parade and give to the Lavender Project, Lavender Effect. Please text that number and give now. There's a fantastic documentary about Jewel and her groundbreaking disco, Jewel Catch One, on Netflix now, I believe. Either on Netflix, Hulu, just look it up, Google it. It's fantastic. And it's a snapshot of the Black LGBTQ plus community in the 70s during the disco era. And it's absolutely fantastic. And I'm pleased to announce that club is reopening this year. So I'll see you there. I am so honored to introduce our next guest. They were elected to the West Hollywood City Council on March 3rd, 2015. She previously served as a council member for 2 years from 2009 to 2011. She has a long history of social justice advocacy, spearheading policies, focusing on helping older adults age in place. Oh, did I read this already? Did I read that already? I did read that already. I am? Oh, you know it's live, folks. This is what number are we on? I was so busy talking about Jewel that I lost my place. We are at number, where are we? Number 28? We're at number 28? Holy crap, you guys. Okay, on my 28, it says that I'm introducing Betty Buckley on 28. Okay, bear with me 1 second. There's somebody. Okay, Mayor Pro Tem Lauren Meister is next. Oh, Mayor Pro Tem, I apologize. Senility has set in. She was elected in 2015, continues to look out for WeHo residents, the LGBT community, and our unique legacy businesses that make West Hollywood, West Hollywood. Will you please welcome, after my ridiculous kerfuffle, Mayor Pro Tem Lauren Meister.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mayor Pro Tem Lauren Meister, coming to you from my home in the proud city of West Hollywood, California. I'm so pleased to be here with Lavender Effect to launch Pride Month. Their mission is so very important, advancing the future of LGBTQ culture, celebrating diversity, and educating and inspiring future generations. I am sorry that we can't be together in person for Pride Parade this year, but we certainly can be together in spirit. So happy Pride, everyone.
Our next performer is an 18-year international high fashion model and top-selling Tupperware diva. She's also a part of the Los Angeles beloved crime-solving stage show Chico's Angels. She can also be seen on Netflix AG and The Queen, and most recently on KTLA's Off the Cock show. That's on KTLA. Did I read that correctly? Off the Cock show. Listen, anything can happen with our next guest. If you're needing Tupperware, she is your go-to chica with her new now in person or virtual Tupperware parties. Please welcome the legendary Sedia. Get in here, girl.
Hey, you guys, it's me, Sedia, the 18-year-old international high fashion model Tupper Diva Chola from Tijuana. Wow, is that English? In some countries. Check it out. I got rainbow Tupperware just for you from the Tupperware Divas herself. I got tongue twisted. But anyway, happy Pride, everyone, to the Lavender Effect. You affect me in ways that I didn't know I could be affected because, well, I took a cream for that infection, but the effect you have on me is it makes me happy, proud for all that you guys do, and I'm glad to be a part of this community. Alec!
Yes, doll.
Godwin? Mapa, Alec Mapa, oh my God, I love you.
Yes, darling.
Girl, you're doing a great job hosting this effect. I wasn't asked, but I'm happy you're doing it because, you know, it's you. Anyway, happy Pride. What Pride means to me is it makes me proud to know that I'm part of a community that it just is an abundance of love and inclusion. And I'm so happy that I could be a part of this as well. So Bye, everyone.
Bye, Quesadilla. I love you. Throw up. And that's a wonderful sensation to have in a crowded theater in a basement. Quesadilla is the best. Our next guest is a clinical psychologist and author whose 7th book, The Velvet Rage, Overcoming the Pain of Growing Up Straight, Gay in a Straight Man's World, and has literally changed millions of gay men's lives. If you've never read this book, if you're a gay man, if you're a lesbian, if you're anybody, just read this book. It is absolutely life-changing. It was recently published in a 2nd edition with an audiobook, and this fall he will be preparing his podcast, Conversations About the Velvet Rage. Will you please welcome our good friend, best-selling author, Dr. Alan Downs. Get in here, Alan.
Hi, this is Alan Downs, the author of The Velvet Rage, and it's great to be back with The Lavender Effect and to appreciate all the good work that you guys do. I was thinking this year about gay pride and why we celebrate it, why it's so important to us to go out and to be ourselves for the world. It's a reminder for us and for everyone that's our allies and in our community that what brings us together is the ability to be ourselves, to know ourselves and to be ourselves and to love whomever we choose. So happy Pride, everyone, and glad you're here.
Yay, thank you, Dr. Alan Downs. God, he's the best. He is absolutely the best. And I want to have him on my podcast. I have a podcast every week called Alec Mapa, Hot Mess with Matthew Dempsey, psychotherapist. And we just have celebs and authors on talking about mental health. This is so important. We're just coming out of Mental Health Awareness Month. And so listen to it wherever podcasts are found. That was my plug. All right. After Dr. Alan Downs, we have another incredible person. He most recently appeared on the last season of Search Party. His off-Broadway solo shows, Bright Colors and Bold Patterns. I'm sorry, what? I was hearing a voice in my head. The voices in my head are saying, you're doing a great job. People like you. I don't care what anybody says. I think you're very talented. And you're a worthwhile human being. And it's okay to be gay. You should embrace that part of yourself. Pride, it's so healing, isn't it? I love you. Our next performer, I performed with this person over and over again. We did Golden Girls together at Casita del Campo. And he, the word genius is thrown around so much. He did his off-Broadway show, Bright Colors and Bold Patterns, and Happy Birthday, Doug. It's now streaming on Broadway HD. And his Chloe Sevigny on YouTube, legendary. And even better, he has a great new series on YouTube as well called Two Old Queens Who Only Have a Minute to Catch Up. He's legendary and he's hysterical. Will you please welcome my friend Drew Droege? Drew, I love you.
Happy Pride, everybody. It's
Happy
Drew
Pride.
Droege, and I'm in Los Angeles, California, where it's raining today, which is literally chaotic. I can't even. I'm trying to keep up with modern things and failing miserably. This year has demanded that we become really vulnerable for better or worse. And it's also really demanded authenticity from us. And I think those things are really important going into the world. Let's be more vulnerable and let's be authentic and let's listen. We don't have to always talk all the time. We can just absorb and listen and learn.
What are you saying to me?
And let's learn about people who maybe don't look like us, who maybe have a different letter in the LGBTQ than we do, and then continue to lift each other up. And let's party. It's Pride. Much love. I can't wait to see everyone very soon.
I love you, Drew. It's true. Vulnerability and authenticity. I think that one big confusion we have is we think vulnerability is weakness. We are conditioned in a toxic masculine patriarchal society to think that vulnerability is weakness, but it actually takes enormous courage and strength to venture out into unknown situations, to step out of our comfort zone. But that's where all the richness lies. So I want you listening today to step out of your comfort zone. Try something new. My number will be posted across this screen before the end of the program, and you could come over at any time. Listen, I was just checking to see if you were listening. Thank you, Drew. Our next guest on the Virtual Pride is a retired teacher and former education director of Friends of Project 10 and spouse to founder of Project 10, Dr. Virginia Uribe. Will you please welcome our
Fairfax
friend,
High School. In 1984,
Gail
this
Rolfe.
is where my late partner, Dr. Virginia Uribe, created the Project 10 program. This was the nation's first school-based program that provided education and support for LGBT students. Virginia devoted her entire career in helping students find their rightful place in an often hostile world by fighting to achieve justice and equality. Today, we're finding many empowered educators and youth who are out and using their voices to continue this fight for LGBT rights. To celebrate Pride, we are passing the torch to our young people. We are asking them to pursue the fight for LGBT rights and equality and justice for all people. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. I love you, Gail. She's awesome. Get it, Virginia.
As public educators, we serve all of our students.
Good.
And that means all of them, including gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender students. And again, those are simple lessons that we just serve all of our people. To incorporate that into your thinking is what makes all of this possible.
Yes. I love that. I love that.
You can show your support for the Lavender Effect's mission-driven programs like the Oral History Project by texting GIVE to 323-210-3746. Single or repeating donations of any amount are greatly appreciated. Thank you, and enjoy.
Text 323-210-3746 to donate to the Lavender Effect. You'll be glad you did. Is everybody having a good time? If you're having a good time, say, I love being gay. If you're having a good time, say, I love being queer. One more time. If you're having a good time, say, I love Alec Mapa. Aw, thank you. I feel so much better. I'm so excited. This is one of the best parts about being a celebrity is I get to meet people that I've admired for a really long time. I mean, we've had people on today like Gail and Virginia, who you just heard from, Lorri, Jean, and Lily Tomlin. And our next performer is no exception. He is a playwright, actor, cabaret entertainer, and drag legend. He's the author and star of Vampire Lesbians of Sodom. Again, one of the funniest shows I've ever seen. One of the longest running plays in the history of Off-Broadway. Two of his plays were turned into films. Psycho Beach Party, Die Mommy Die. Watch both today. Do it now. The latter of which won him a Best Performance Award at the Sundance Film Festival. His play, The Tale of the Allergist's Wife, ran 2 years on Broadway and received a Tony nomination for Best Play. One of the most talented people I know. Please welcome my dearest friend, Charles Busch. Get in here, Charles.
Hello, I'm Charles Busch.
Hey.
And I'm speaking to you from my cozy little duplex apartment here in the West Village of New York City. And really, I'm just about a 5-minute walk from Christopher Street and the Stonewall Tavern. Whenever I walk over there, I just try to picture what it must have been like during those extraordinary, brave summer nights in June of 1969. And now I just wish all of you a marvelous, wonderful Pride weekend.
It's perfectly marvelous. I love that Charles, like, no matter how hard he tries, can't help but sound like an actress from the 1930s. Here in my perfectly marvelous Greenwich Village townhouse. Please come visit me at any time. Thank you, Charles. Again, if you want to contribute to the Lavender Effect, don't forget to text GIVE to 323-210-3746. That number again is 323-210-3746. We'll be reposting it again and again. Founded by Richard Zaldivar in 1993, the Wall Las Memorias is a community health and wellness organization dedicated to serving Latino, LGBTQ, and other underserved populations through advocacy, education, and building the next generation of leadership. Will you please welcome the wonderful Richard Zaldivar?
Hi, I'm Richard Zaldivar. I'm the executive director and the founder of the Wall Las Memorias project. I'm here along with my fiancé, Joselito Laudencia, and some of the amazing team members from the Wall Las Memorias project.
Congratulations.
28 years ago, we brought together community members from across Los Angeles to ignite a movement of change. At the height of the AIDS epidemic, we realized that the only way to combat the virus was to break down the stigma, the ignorance, and denial through conversation. Today, as a monument is in the midst of completing an $850,000 renovation, thanks to the County of Los Angeles, Hilda Solis, and City Councilman Gil Cedillo. We stand proud of our hard work, dedication, and our resilience to the LGBTQ community and allies to eradicate AIDS. I invite you to join us for the rededication of the Wall Las Memorias AIDS Monument this coming October 2nd. We ask you to submit a name of someone who passed away from AIDS. And know that as we move forward on the east side of Los Angeles, to all of you along Pride, have a great Pride event. Happy Pride!
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar.
Golden, pure, creamery butter, rich, flavorful, satisfying. That's what it takes for the finest buttered popcorn.
With mustard and relish, you'll guarantee mouth-watering satisfaction. And now he sips his costume on a beautiful golden bun.
I'm so hungry.
To go out on stage.
He's the natural.
He's the rage. Meet this personality at our refreshment counter. Treat the family.
Oh, what's happening? Yeah.
We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all.
I miss going to drive-ins. Those were fun. I knew a boy in high school had a pickup truck and he used to back it up. And we watched from the back of his truck and saw Indiana Jones. That was hot. The love bug. Uh-oh. Mustn't Sissy, you don't allow his bite to affect your conduct while in the Listen, all bets are off when the lights go down and you're watching a movie. PDA? Oh, boo. Yeah.
Something different for a change? Then try the perfect refreshment. Eat every bit of the juicy goodness of Chili Dilly. How about trying one right now?
Mouth-watering Chili Dillies. 1 minute left to top off the evening with a treat from our snack bar. Still time if you hurry. Last call for refreshments, folks. Go right this second to get something good to eat and drink to enjoy now or during the rest of the show. The finest quality ingredients are in the fixings of the delicious foods you'll find waiting to tempt your appetite at the snack bar. Extra special good hamburgers, wonderful donuts, ice-cold thirst-quenching drinks. Pizza generously sliced, steaming hot, fresh coffee, ice cream in many flavors.
We hope you're enjoying your visit here this evening. Now, on with the show.
Oh, that killed me. Who else is in the mood for a chili dilly? If you're just joining us, welcome. If you've been with the program this entire time, good for you. I'm Alec Mapa. I'm your host and prize winner here at the Virtual Pride for Lavender Effect. And we still have a little bit of program for you to go. We're so glad you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Our next guest is like a brother to me. He's annoying and he owes me $500. I'm kidding. He's known for his best supporting role in The Birth of a Nation. He's been seen in 250 film and TV shows as an actor and comedian. Soon he will be appearing on Goliath and can be seen on the series Smothered on Amazon. He has an autobiography and a new comedy album coming out soon, so keep an eye out for that. Please welcome, you know him, you love him, Jason Stewart.
Hey everybody, it's me, actor and comedian Jason Stewart, here for the Lavender Effect. I'm very excited to be a part of the virtual Pride Parade. I'm really sitting here actually in my underwear. No shoes, nothing, just in a swivel chair in a parade. You know, my home office. I'm very excited to be here and be a part of this whole event. I'm so glad you guys included me. I love my LGBTQ brothers and sisters. I think it's so important to be out right now more than ever.
We love you too.
When you're out, you're just not out for yourself. You're out for me and I'm out for you. And I love our allies. I really do. Very much so. I have 2 straight people that clean my house. They're nice people. None of them stole it. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't be here. They are popping us out like little Pop-Tarts. Ooh, this one has frosting. So come out wherever you are and know that we are always here for each other. We really are. Take care, everybody. God bless.
We'll be there for you. Oh, wow, Jason, we love you too. I'm in my underwear also. I'm wearing Andrew Christian today. Andrew Christian underwear has a little pouch in the front that pushes all your junk to the front. And I look pretty impressive from the waist down. Again, just checking if you're listening. Our next guest is a founding member of, is a founding rabbi of Congregation Kolami, West Hollywood. She's fantastic. It's West Hollywood's Reformed Jewish Synagogue. Among many other distinguished positions, Denise is a past president of the Central Conference of American Rabbis. Please give a warm welcome to the fabulous Rabbi Denise Eger.
Hi, everybody. Happy Pride. I'm Rabbi
Rabbi
Denise Eger from Congregation Kolami, West Hollywood's Reformed Synagogue, and we have been the home for nearly 30 years of queer Jewish voice and celebration. Thanks to the Lavender Effect for creating this virtual Pride Parade. I want to offer a prayer for all of us for Pride. Holy One who made us all, we celebrate our LGBTQ community. Quench our thirst for acceptance of self. Help us to feel your divine presence when others question the righteousness of our lives. Let us know that all things are possible, love and hope, caring and friendship and family. May those of us who are still deep within the closet find courage and comfort through you. Bless our community and its leaders, and grant us, God, health and prosperity and well-being. Keep us strong as we pursue civil rights and justice, and ease the pain of any who are ill. Inspire us to perform acts of loving kindness and charity each and every day. O Fountain of Life, we praise you and thank you for creating us in your image. And let us all say amen.
Amen.
Blessings to everyone. Thanks for being here and celebrating your pride, and come celebrate your pride with us at Congregation Kolami.
Yay! I love Rabbi Eger. I did a benefit for them at the Laugh Factory, and that congregation parties hard. I love that community. I love the chosen people. 3 of my exes are Jewish. And that's how I learned to eat Chinese food on Christmas Day. Our next guest, after landing his first lead in a feature film, the Netflix hit Little Big Top, he's one of the first Hollywood actors to come out as HIV positive in his 2008 off-Broadway solo show, Swimming with Polar Bears. On Amazon Prime, he stars in the award-winning film Ron and Laura Take Back America and Best Day Ever. And for the last couple of years, he's been running around naked on stage, sometimes in the LGBTQ plus hit play Electricity with Terry Ray, winning Best Actor from Lavender Magazine and heading off-Broadway in 2022. Please welcome volunteer board member to the Lavender Effect, our friend Mel England.
Hey everybody, it's Mel England coming to you from glorious Palm Springs, California, wishing everybody a very happy Pride. I'm glad to be back here with the Lavender Effect, and what a year it's been. I mean, it's been intense. And one of the things I was thinking about is, you know, if there's anybody who knows about surviving and losing and loss during a pandemic, it's the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah.
You know, when I was 20 years old, I was diagnosed with HIV and given 6 months to live. And about 10 years later, I almost did die in St. Vincent's Hospital in New York City. And thank God there had been an army of AIDS activists and ACT UP activists and LGBT warriors who had fought for the drugs that saved all our lives.
Right.
About 10 years later, I decided to tell my survival story, and I did a solo show off Broadway. And the reason I'm mentioning that is because at the time, I had never really thought about it. I mean, my friends and my family knew that I was gay and HIV positive, but I had never put it in a press release. And so when I came out with that, it was one of the most terrifying and ultimately one of the most liberating experiences of my life.
Right.
This last week, we saw the amazing, incredible Billy Porter come out.
Yes,
and
Billy.
I just want to congratulate him and say, I love you, Billy, and we love you, and congratulations, because what he's doing is actually going to save millions of people's lives. Right now in the US, we still have a pandemic going on, a hidden pandemic in the gay people of color community. There is a disproportionate amount of HIV infection and also death rate because of a lack of funding and also because of stigma. So the opposite of stigma is pride. So please, please, please be proud of who you are. God bless you. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, Mel. I love
The AIDS
that.
epidemic has had a huge effect on the medical profession. Doctors today are more comfortable talking to gay men and lesbians and taking a sexual history. Medical students are taught to do this and are in general cooler about things and able to talk to patients of all types. Also, with regard to clinical trials, drugs that are promising in clinical trials for life-threatening diseases like HIV/AIDS was, can be accessed sooner through the FDA under early access programs.
You can show your support for the Lavender Effect's mission-driven programs like the Oral History Project by texting GIVE, G-I-V-E, to 323-210-3746. Single or repeating donations of any amount are greatly appreciated. Thank
you. Thank you again. That number to text GIVE to the Lavender Effect. You have to text dial. I'm so old. Nobody dials, Alec. Text GIVE to 323-210-3746. That number again is 323-270-3746. 210? Geez, don't listen to me. 323-210-3746. Is that right? I'm gonna get in trouble if I do it wrong. Don't spank me, Daddy, even though I'm a bad boy. I didn't have any breakfast. Okay, this has been a fantastic Pride. We've still got a cavalcade of people to come. That last doctor who spoke was Rock Hudson's doctor. A little bit of AIDS trivia, AIDS history trivia. I'm 56 years old, and I've seen AIDS go from a disease which was a death sentence to a disease that can be handled to see people living with HIV, but there's still a stigma attached to it. So please be proud of yourself. Be proud of who you are, your individual journey. And can you imagine, let's just imagine for a quick second, a life without stigma. Oh, isn't that nice? No stigma, stigma-free, where we can all be our authentic selves. That is what Pride means to me. Our next guest on Virtual Pride is a community activist in the LGBTQ community. She's the chairman of Bienestar and co-host and produces the Out Agenda podcast on archive.kpfk.org. Will you please welcome our dear friend, Rita C. Gonzalez. Hey, Rita.
Hi, I'm Rita Gonzalez, producer and host of the Out Agenda podcast. Right now, I am literally being propped up by LGBTQ history. This cane was given to me by LGBTQ legend and icon Ivy Bettini, who passed away earlier this year. Ivy's story, my story, your story, our stories are reminders of why the lavender effect is so important. You are keeping us alive for generations to come. And it's a passion I share. I began hosting a radio show for the LGBT community in 1985.
Holy cow.
That's a lot of lavender history.
It is.
So as we celebrate Pride Month, I want to salute the lavender effect for all you do. Thank you and happy Pride.
Wow. Thank you, Rita. Listen, if you've been living under a rock, then you don't know that our next guest has become a cult figure in the past year. Who's been messing up everything? It's been Agatha all along. She can currently be seen in WandaVision on Disney Plus, and upcoming she co-stars in Apple TV's The Shrink Next Door. You know her from film and television projects such Transparent, I Know This As Much Is True, Bad Moms, Mrs. Fletcher, and I Love Dick. That was the name of the movie. It wasn't just a spontaneous a statement on my part, although it's true. Will you please welcome to Virtual Pride, the fabulous Catherine Hahn.
Guess what? Here we are marching in our second virtual Pride Parade. Thank you, Lavender Effect, for having me. And Alexandra Billings, I miss you madly. Happy, happy, happy
What about me?
Pride. Mwah.
Alexandra hosted last year. How dare she? I quit. She got her Alex's mixed up. Listen, she got her Alex's claws. But am I bitter? As our friend Miss Coco Peru says, absolutely. Hey, Catherine, we love you and congratulations on all your success this year. Our next guest is Richard Ayub, the executive director of Project Angel Food, an amazing organization in Los Angeles. They rose to the challenge presented by COVID and cooked, prepared, and delivered 1 million years in 1 year. Please welcome the executive director of Project Angel Food, Richard Ayub.
Hi, Alec. Thank you so much.
Richard.
Thank you, Lavender Effect. I'm Richard Ayub from Project Angel Food, and I want to talk about my first Pride Parade. Okay. I remember being there and seeing these floats go by, and there was this one particular float, and the song We Are Family was playing. All of a sudden, I started clapping and cheering, And I looked around and there were other guys doing the same thing. And it was the first time that I truly felt that I belonged. And now here we are, just a few years later, not that many, and I'm at Project Angel Food. And this is a place where everyone belongs. Everyone feels they're a part of this community, and everyone feels the love. So on behalf of the whole Project Angel Food family, happy Pride. We love you, and take care, everyone.
We love you, Richard, and thank you for all you do at Project Angel Food. Again, to give to the Lavender Effect, please text 323. Please text GIVE to 323-210-3746. A little bit of trivia. I used to be a driver for Project Angel Food. When I first moved to Los Angeles in 1992, we were delivering meals to the homebound people with HIV and AIDS, and they did step up to the plate. They're a wonderful organization, Project Angel Food, and the fact that they prepared meals and gave them to people who were homebound during the pandemic is just unbelievable and fantastic. I'm so grateful they exist. Now, our next guest on the fine program today, you've seen earlier this year on Proven Innocent on Fox. She is a celebrated Chicago actress and singer. Get it, Chi-Town! And we are still blown away by her phenomenal performance in last year's virtual Pride Parade of Don't Rain on My Parade. She received a Jeff nomination for Best Supporting Actress in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and won Best Actress awards from Broadway World. She is the 2012 inductee into the Chicago Gay and Lesbian Hall of Fame. Please welcome the fantastic Honey West.
Hi, Honey West here from Chicago, Illinois, and I couldn't be any happier than to be here celebrating the second annual virtual Pride Parade hosted by the Lavender Effect. The Lavender Effect wants to secure the future of our LGBTQ plus communities. And I believe the best way to do that is to know our history and to learn from it. History has a habit of repeating itself. So it's good to know that we have fought these battles before. I'm standing on the shoulders of many who fought and bled for our rights. Right now, it seems that our rights are more vulnerable than ever, and it's easy to get angry and afraid and to feel defeated. I'm telling you, we fought these battles before, and we're going to continue to fight them. Don't be afraid. Know that humanity and dignity and courage will win out. So together, we're going to continue the battle. We're going to continue the pride and the celebration, and always we're going to win. So on this great day, I hope that you're all celebrating and having a wonderful day. And I wish I could be there with you all. And soon enough, we're all going to be together again.
I love you, Honey West. I will see you in Chicago. I can't wait. It's true. We're going to win in the end because the queer community, we are a force of nature, and you can't keep nature down. You can pave over us with cement and pretend we don't exist, but that one blade of grass is always going to come up through the ground, and that's us. Our next guest is an important, lovely part of our community, pastored by Reverend Keith Mozingo and Reverend Alejandro Escoto, founders of the Metropolitan Community Church, Los Angeles. This is the oldest LGBTQ plus church in the world and the mother church of MCC's Worldwide Fellowship. Will you please welcome Reverend Keith Mozingo and Reverend Alejandro Escoto.
Hi, I'm Reverend Keith Mozingo.
Hola, I'm Reverend Alejandro Escoto.
Hola.
Welcome to Founders Metropolitan Community Church.
Bienvenidos a la iglesia fundadora de la Comunidad Metropolitana Los Ángeles.
Now, we're only meeting right now online.
En este momento solamente estamos teniendo servicios en línea.
10 o'clock on Sunday mornings in English.
En español a la 1:30 de la tarde los domingos.
But next month, we'll gather again in person.
Y el mes entrante, en junio, estamos trabajando para abrir nuevamente para tener servicios en persona.
And we want you to be with us.
Y queremos que ustedes estén con nosotros y nosotras.
So happy 51st anniversary of the Gay Pride Parade.
Y feliz 51 años para el desfile.
Notice its founders, Metropolitan Community Church.
No se olviden, Iglesia fundadora de la Comunidad Metropolitana.
Founded by Reverend Troy Perry.
Fundado por el Reverendo Troy Perry.
Who also founded the Pride Parade.
Y él es uno de.
Oh gosh, did our video freeze? You know, folks, things like this can't be predicted in a live broadcast, but it happens sometimes. And luckily, I am the host of today's program. So in order to stretch and fill the time, I would now like to sing a couple of selections from the rock musical Hair. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. I'm going to keep on going until somebody in my ear tells me to stop. Keep going. Well, listen, as you've heard, I'm not just a pretty face. Singing is one of my great talents and my first love. I'm kidding. I'm the only Filipino who's been on Broadway who doesn't sing. I was not born with the Miss Saigon singing and dancing genes. I was born with all the other Filipino genes, the kind that make you short, lactose intolerant, and cheap. I can't drink milk, pay retail, and most urinals hit me in the chin. You know, I'm so proud to be here with you all on Pride. I've been an actor and film and television and Broadway for 35 years, and I've seen this industry come a long way. When I was first starting in television, I had a reporter from Entertainment Tonight stop me on the red carpet and say, "How do you feel about playing a stereotypical, effeminate, flamboyant homosexual?" And I was like, well, that's always kind of a tricky question for me. Because I feel like the question they should be asking me is, how does it feel to be a stereotypical, effeminate, flamboyant homosexual? Because that's a question I'm prepared to answer. Because the truth is, ladies and gentlemen, ever since I was a little boy, I've been a great big girl. And it's precisely because of that I've been verbally harassed, physically threatened, and at times discriminated against. And now, through some strange twist of fate, I'm now being paid for it. I feel fabulous. Be proud, whoever you are. And listen, in this day and age, even with the phones and the computer and the technology, it is so easy to feel isolated and cut off from everybody else. But if you're feeling that way, just know right now there are people out there who care about you. There are people who care about your journey. You are not alone. And there are people who've lived the life that you're living right now and have overcome great odds in inspiring and fantastic ways. That's why the work of the Lavender Project, preserving our history as LGBTQ plus people, is so important. We have to know about the lives of the people who lived before us in times where it wasn't okay to be queer, where it wasn't okay to be trans, where, like Jewel was speaking earlier, we'd be arrested for slow dancing. There were laws on the books in New York City that if you were in a bar, there was no touching, no dancing, and if you were male or female, you had to be dressed. Male or female. It was against the law to be a drag queen. You did not get your own reality series. You went to jail, and they would do horrible things like publish your name in the paper in order to out you and humiliate you. And it's because of these people. I'm not telling you this to bum you out. I'm telling you this, that the people before us, the generations of queer people before us, struggled and lived with dignity and pride so that we can live the life that we live right now. And not everything's perfect. We still have a ways to go, so keep hanging in there. And if you're just joining the broadcast, hello, my name is Lea Salonga. I am so proud to introduce our next guest. I met our next guest, my second night in New York City. There was a birthday party for her, and I went to Studio 54. Imagine me, 18 years old, at Studio 54, meeting one of my heroes. I misbehaved a lot. She is a legendary multi-award-winning actress, singer whose career spans theater, film, television, and concert halls around the world. She is a 2012 Theater Hall of Fame inductee and the 27 recipient of the Julie Harris Award from the Actors Fund for Artistic Achievement. She won a Tony Award, y'all, for her performance as Grisabella, the glamour cat, in Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cats, and received her second Tony Award nomination for Best Actress in a Musical for her performance in Triumph of Love. She also received an Olivier Award for acclaimed interpretation of Norma Desmond in Sunset Boulevard. Her films include her debut in Brian De Palma's classic Carrie, Tender Mercies, Roman Polanski's Frantic, just to name a few. And on television, she co-starred in the third season of AMC's hit series Preacher and starred as Abby Bradford in the hit series 8 is Enough. Legendary. I know who you're talking. You know who I'm talking about, right? Please welcome to Virtual Pride, the legendary Betty Buckley. Hey, Betty.
Hi, I'm Betty Buckley, and I'm very happy and honored to be celebrating the launch of Pride Month again this year with the Lavender Effect. I want to wish everyone in the LGBTQ plus family a very, very happy Pride. You know, my brother Norman Buckley is a gay man, and he's taught us so much as a family of what that experience is and the support that is our responsibility from our hearts to offer him. Also, the majority of my friends, my dearest friends, are gay.
So grand surprise.
I'm part of that extended family. My collaborators in the musical theater and film and television. So many great artists in the gay community that have been a source of inspiration to me. I love them all very, very deeply.
We love you.
Last year, we celebrated the 50th anniversary of our first Pride March, which was a political protest march for equality in the streets of New York. And this year, we begin the next 50 years of Pride. What a year it's been. Our brothers and sisters of color have been fighting for their rights and their lives, and so have members of the trans community as their constitutional rights have been under attack from Republicans across the nation. This year, we also lost the great civil rights leader, John Lewis, who said, "When you see something that's not right, not fair, not just, you have to stand up. You have to speak up." I've been moved and inspired to see the courage of activists like my friend Alexandra Billings, who is a source of huge inspiration. She is a beautiful trans woman and a great actress. I'm always so inspired. I'm grateful that we are Facebook friends and I get to watch her journey on a daily basis. And then there's this 10-year-old named Kai Shapley, a smart and brave Texas trans girl who literally testified in front of the Texas legislature to help defeat a law built to harm trans kids. Kai, we in Texas that live here, that are proud of our great state and our heritage, are so angry at our Texas politicians and our Texas legislature. How dare they? We stand up with you. We stand up for justice and equality. We stand for love. Stay strong, everybody. Have faith. We'll keep marching. And here's to the next 50 years and beyond of Pride.
I love you, Betty. I love you, Betty Buckley. Can you guys hear me? Sometimes the sound cuts out for no reason whatsoever. And then I'm like this. It's a nightmare. Hi, welcome back to the program. Betty Buckley is so talented. I was just so thrilled to meet her and see her in New York. That's, you know, when you meet your heroes, you're just like, I can't believe this is my life. I can't believe it. Longtime civil rights activist and attorney Evan Wolfson founded and led Freedom to Marry, the successful campaign to win marriage for same-sex couples, and now advises diverse causes here in the U.S. and globally on how to win. Please welcome civil rights activist Evan Wolfson.
Hi, I'm Evan Wolfson. Thanks to Lavender Effect for inviting me to be part of this kickoff to Pride Month from right here in New York City's Greenwich Village. Stonewall is right over there. The LGBT Center is there, and it's a beautiful day. Yes. A beautiful day to celebrate how far we've come and to recommit to what's left ahead to do. And there's a lot. We have to stand up for the people under assault, transgender people, Muslims, Jews, women, and others, immigrants, of course, and so many who are still needing us to be there with them because we are part of them. We have to fight for not just good laws and good lives. We have to build on the marriage win and the employment win that we've secured and the visibility and the assets and allies we've brought to our movement to get our country where we need to be. And we need to reinvigorate American democracy. A lot to do, so get involved, get vaccinated, and be part of this wonderful work. Thank you, and happy Pride.
Happy Pride, Evan. Thank you for all you do. For 23 years, the Fruitcake Follies has been an annual Christmas institution to hundreds in the LGBTQ plus community in Southern California. It's the best holiday show ever. From the basement of the Mexican restaurant in Silver Lake, Casita del Campo. With us are the fruitcakes themselves, Sandra Benton, Dina Drotar, Cher Ferreira, Jane Guy, Terry Ray, and Eric Sapala. The Fruitcake
Happy
Follies.
Gay Pride! We are the Fruitcake Follies, rehearsing for our 23rd season, which makes us one of the longest running holiday shows in all of Los Angeles. Or definitely one of the longest running in the basement of a Mexican restaurant.
It's May 30th, Fruitcake Follies. Only 209 days until Christmas, 8 days until I get my teeth cleaned, and 0 days to get our pride on.
Oh, I'm getting my ride on, all right. I'm just saddling up Eunice, my inflatable rainbow-horned unicorn, for a dip in my all-inclusive pool of love.
Thanks, Lavender Effect, for preserving gay history. I love history. For example, did you know that the oldest fruitcake is 4,176 years old and it was found in an Egyptian tomb? You just know that mummy was a mama's boy.
I'm the fruitcake who taps. Obviously, it's hard being the only one with a marketable talent, but here in America, we immigrants are used to doing all the heavy lifting.
As the first openly gay elf, I've been a pioneer at the North Pole for years. Well, yeah, there is Rudolph's friend, Hermie the dentist, but I said openly gay.
Happy Pride from the Fruitcake Follies. Be the true you. Nobody does it better. Happy holiday.
And happy Pride from Colors. I'm Cynthia. My pronouns are she and her, and I'm the director of Colors LGBTQ Youth Counseling Services. And I am so glad to be part of bringing back the revelry for Pride in 2021. For the last 10 years, Colors has been providing mental health services for queer identified youth, their families, and their partners that is always free and always unlimited. And this last year, we've come up with a couple new offerings that also promote mental health. And Quinn is going to share them with you.
Thank you, Cynthia. My name is Quinn. My pronouns are he, him, his, and I am the admin assistant for Colors. So the first thing that we've got going on is we have a speaker series where we have powerful individuals from the community speak on a panel. This past academic year, our focus has been on uplifting trans voices, which we're really excited about. We also have a monthly newsletter where we have news, updates, resources, and we also have a spotlight section which features a member of our community. And lastly, we have a new blog called Queerious by Ananda Blogger, and in it they discuss social justice issues and other issues related to queer youth.
Thanks, Quinn. So everyone, go to the website, www.colorsyouth.org, and check out these new offerings. Happy Pride, everyone, and have a safe and love-filled summer.
Hi, I'm Bruce Valanche, and I'm speaking to you from my Hollywood they cave. You'd be so careful with pronouns. Even my cave is no longer a man cave. It's a they cave. Because I can never really decide. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. I hope you can read it. It says, show me on the doll where you want me to touch you. Or something like that. Because now you have to be so careful. I mean, everybody's just so freaking sensitive. It's been a year of being sensitive. Well, you know, I've been sitting at a computer all year long on the download typing. As long as I don't stand up and do a Jeffrey Toobin, I guess I'm okay. But it's been difficult. It's been strange. Last night, I wore a belt for the first time in 9 months. I felt like a new mother. I looked like one, too. Anyway, I just wanted to wish everybody a happy virtual Pride. This is the last time we're having a virtual Pride, I think. By next year, we will be dancing down the street, throwing up in the gutter, flinging glitter at each other, laughing at dykes on bikes and briefcase people doing drill teams things, and every drag queen in America will be on a float together. If it hits an iceberg, it'll be like the biggest disaster in the history of homosexuality. So this year, we just have fun and games and play with each other online. So enjoy doing that, and remember, being out is the most important thing you can be, because they can't hate us if they know us, because we're fabulous.
We're fabulous. Oh, Betty! Oh, Betty, I miss you.
Coming out is very important for a person to be able to be their authentic selves. You know, they're always hiding a very important part of themselves.
Yep.
And that's not healthy. You need to just be who you are, and it should be okay with everyone.
Agreed.
So it seems like it's getting more and more important because it is okay.
Yay, Betty. Oh, I miss her.
You can show your support for the Lavender Effect's mission-driven programs like the Oral History Project by texting GIVE, G-I-V-E, to 323-210-3746. Single or repeating donations of any amount are greatly appreciated. Thank you, and enjoy the virtual Pride Parade.
Thank you. Thank you, Bruce and Betty. Harold
Hi,
and Ellen.
I'm Bruce Valanche, and I'm speaking to you from my Hollywood they cave.
He's back. We're getting a
so
repeat.
Careful with
Bruce
pronouns.
is repeating
Even
on
my
us.
cave is no longer a man cave.
Live television, there's nothing like it. Can you guys see me? Are we good? Can we continue? Whew! How am I doing, everybody? I am sweating like a hooker in church. This has been like so nerve-wracking, but so much fun at the same time, seeing great friends like Bruce Valanche and Betty DeGeneres out there supporting the Lavender Effect. If you want to support the Lavender Effect and preserve our queer history, please don't forget to text GIVE to 323-210-3746. All right, coming up next, Harold, are you guys ready in the control booth? 3746 or 3146? Hello? I think you're wrong. 323. Oh, I got it right. 323-210-3746. I got it right the first time. And somebody in my ear is telling me I did it wrong. And I think we have trust issues in this relationship. I want to feel trusted and honored by the people at the Lavender Effect that I can do this job. It's been quite a morning. Are we ready for our next guests? Because they're so great. They're from PFLAG. We are. Harold and Ellen Kamaya are longtime PFLAG parents and leaders who helped found the first Asian Pacific Islander API PFLAG chapter in the United States in 2013. I love them both. Please welcome Harold and Ellen Kamaya.
Aloha.
Aloha.
We are Harold and Ellen Kamaya. Valerie came out to us in 1988. It was very difficult back then, as it was before the internet. As pioneer API parents, we are proud of the progress that the Asian Pacific Islander community has made since then.
Our thanks go to Andy Sacher and the Lavender Effect. They're dedicated to document our LGBT history, to educate the public, and to celebrate the diversity and contributions of us all.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Aloha, Kamayas. I love you guys. Let's talk soon. They're amazing parents. And if you ever get an opportunity to meet them at PFLAG, please do so and give them my love. Our next guest is a legend of the silver screen, a veteran of 250 films. Can you imagine? She was nominated for Academy Award for Best Actress for her riveting performance in Anna, for which she won the Golden Globe, Independent Spirit Award, and the LA Film Critics Circle Award, a historic groundbreaker for LGBTQ plus representation in Hollywood. She was brave enough to play some of the first sympathetic representations of LGBTQ plus characters in major motion pictures and television. Besides starring in one of Andy Warhol's films back in the day, she's been a lifelong supporter and advocate for LGBTQ plus rights, providing hospice care for people with AIDS in the height of the epidemic, and marching in protests for the LGBTQ plus community for over 50 years. Please welcome my friend, the legendary Sally Kirkland.
Hi there, my name is Sally Kirkland. I've been acting 61 years. I've lived in the gay community here in West Hollywood since 1988. The gay community has kept me going since I lived in the Village in New York. I'm so proud to be back again this year for the virtual Pride Parade.
Love you, Sally.
And I want you to know that I played 3 lesbians in the movies. I played in The Nanny with Fran Drescher. I played with Goldie Hawn and Private Benjamin, and in a short award-winning film with Alexis Arquette called Audit. I'm so excited this year to bring my extra love to the trans community and to the trans kids and the trans kids' family, and to pray for them, for the difficulty they are going through just existing right now. And I want to say, dear Father, Mother God, we ask just now for your light and the light of the Holy Spirit to surround, protect, and fill these kids, that they may have strength and courage, that they may have equality, and that they may not have any againstness, that they may have physical balance, mental, emotional, and spiritual balance, that they may be taken care of. And I ask for this for the entire gay community. I'm so proud to be a member. So be it.
So be it. Ah, Sally, I love her. you want to help preserve our oral history, don't forget to text GIVE to 323-210-3746. A little bit of trivia. Sally Kirkland's in my favorite movie, The Way We Were. She plays Barbra Streisand's best friend. A little bit of trivia. She's fantastic in it. Our next guest has been a talk radio host in Los Angeles for over 28 years. She's also a spiritual counselor, interfaith minister, and founder of RaisingTheVibration.org, a nonprofit movement of peace, love, kindness, and unity. And what's wrong with that? Absolutely nothing. Please welcome Sheena Metal.
Hi, I'm Reverend Sheena Metal, and I'm an interfaith minister on staff at Founders Metropolitan Community Church in Hollywood. I'm also the founder of RaisingTheVibration.org, a movement of peace, love, kindness, and unity, and honored to be on the board of directors for the Lavender Effect. I'm a psychic medium, intuitive empath, and a 26-year talk radio host. And one of the missions of my ministry is for all of us in the LGBTQPI2S community come together and work as a team to spread love across the world. And that's what Pride is all about. And I'm here to wish you all a happy Pride and to tell you that I believe in the queer community. I believe there's nothing we can't do if we all band together. And I believe that we need to keep our stories remembered from the past, and we need to move forward in love and have many future Prides to come. Happy Pride 2021, and thank you for putting this together. The Lavender Effect, so proud to be a part of you. Keep loving each other, my friends.
Yay, Sheena. Thanks. We love you. And keep raising the vibration. Next up, we have newly elected City of West Hollywood council member and California State Party delegate to Assembly District 50. The parade keeps coming and coming. Please welcome Seppi Shine.
Hi, I'm West Hollywood City Council member Seppi Shine, speaking to you from my office in the city of West Hollywood. I wanted to say happy Pride to everyone this year, and let you all know and remind you that the city of West Hollywood was the first city to have a gay majority council. Have a wonderful Pride, and hopefully next year we'll all be together in person.
Woohoo! Come on, Alan.
What I would tell young people is hold on to your own value. Know that you have value, whether the culture says you do or not, or your parents say you do or not, or your church says you do or not. And then go in quest of it. Seek it out and seek what does give you value, what does affirm you.
Oh, I love that. I love that message. That last gentleman, oh wait, here comes the announcement.
You can show your support for the Lavender Effect's mission-driven programs like the Oral History Project by texting GIVE to 323-210-3746. Single or repeating donations of any amount are greatly appreciated. Thank you, and enjoy the virtual Pride Parade.
That last gentleman we saw has been experiencing ill health lately, so let's all collectively send him light and love and raise the vibration of good health. Seppi, thank you. Alan, thank you. Next up, we have Bill Sivey. He's the current president of the Gay Elder Circle, who have been serving as gay tribal elders for the LA LGBTQ plus community and beyond since 2008, actively eldering LGBTQ plus adults to live mindful and purposeful lives. I'm right there with you. Please welcome Bill Sivey. Hey, Bill.
Hello, everybody. My name is Bill. I'm the president for the Gay Elder Circle. We're a small nonprofit based in West Hollywood. We'd like to wish everybody happy Pride and thank the Lavender Effect for inviting us to participate in Virtual Pride 2021. We'd also like to express our gratitude for the community reaching out to the Gay Elder Circle during the pandemic. I was able to host a number of workshops on understanding LGBTQ older adults from a historical, current, and future needs perspective. It's been a great time to be an LGBTQ elder in the community and visible. We'd like to invite you to join us the second Sunday of the month post-pandemic at Plummer Park in West Hollywood, or you can visit us at gayeldercircle.org, or you can find out more about our meetings and what we do on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So once again, happy Pride, happy virtual Pride. Thank you, Lavender Effect. We'll see you again next year.
Oh, Bill, thank you so much. And thank you for all the work and advocacy you do. I love that beard. I've known our next guest since I used to live in New York City, and he's become a dear, dear friend. Can everybody hear me? I'm just wondering. Okay, I'm hearing all this other noise in the background, and it's confusing me because I'm old. They're stealing from me. Kidding. Our next guest can be seen on the FX series Pride, which is streaming on Hulu. A longtime Village Voice columnist. Remember the Village Voice? He's been one of the most important voices of cultural commentary in the LGBTQ New York City and global scene for decades as a longtime Village Voice columnist, the historic paper of the New York City gay scene. He is back with the returned paper, because it's back, and accompanying website. He does a column for queerty.com and has written 4 books and has been named to the Out 100. Please welcome my friend, the legendary Michael Musto.
Hi, I'm Michael Musto from fabulous
girl.
New York City. You know, Pride last year was really difficult because we were in the grips of a horrible new pandemic, not to mention a presidential administration that fought against queer rights at every turn. Now, obviously, COVID is still with us and we need to stay safe and vigilant and vaccinated, but you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And with President Biden and Vice President Harris on our team, things look so much brighter in every way. Trans people, especially trans youth, are so vulnerable to oppression. So it's so important that Biden and Harris have been putting out messages to uplift and support trans people.
Yes.
We are all in a better place with this enlightened and empathetic approach. And as we start getting together more and returning a little bit more to normalcy, we'll be so grateful to be able to literally embrace each other, inspire each other, and learn from each other. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, Michael. Love you. Wow. Oh God, I lived by his column when I lived in New York City. And now I read it because he covers nightlife and I don't want to go out. Michael Musto goes out and reports on nightlife so that you don't have to. Dr. Stephen Krantz is the Lavender Effect's Advisory Board Chair, Vice President of PFLAG LA, and founder of the LA LGBT Youth Advocates Coalition. Please welcome Dr. Stephen Krantz.
So great to be here today at our
Welcome.
Second annual Virtual Pride Parade. I'm Steve Krantz, the board chair of the Lavender Effect. I'm sitting in my backyard on the western edge of the San Fernando Valley. Starting my second career, I became a gay rights activist. And I did that because my son came out to me at that time. That was over 20 years ago. My goal then and now is to make the world safer for him and all other LGBTQ persons. A few years ago, I was introduced to the Lavender Effect by its outstanding executive director, Andy Sacher, and realized the value of promoting LGBTQ heritage and culture to the world's audiences. Efforts such as our Oral History Project, which documents the struggles of LGBTQ pioneers, has immense value to current and future communities. Please support the Lavender Effect's work by texting GIVE, G-I-V-E, to 323-210-3746. Thank you.
That's 323-210-3746. Lavender Effect. And now we'd like to welcome West Hollywood Council member John Erickson, who was elected to the City Council in 2020. Please welcome John Erickson.
Hi, everyone. Councilmember John Erickson here from the City of West Hollywood. And I wanted to pop in here or zoom in here and wish you all a very happy virtual Pride in 2021. The City of West Hollywood is home to so many histories and so many stories, and it's so amazing to see them treasured in the Lavender Effect. And now more than ever, we need your stories to make sure that Pride, both today and tomorrow, are continued traditions that show our heritage and our history. I'm so thankful to the Lavender Effect for all that they do, and I'm most importantly thankful for all of you here again for a virtual Pride Parade that we're having virtually. And I can't wait to see you next year when we're going to have another amazing event here in West Hollywood, celebrating Pride and doing all that we do in our beautiful rainbow of a culture and a city. Thank you so much to the Lavender Effect, and I hope you all have a happy Pride.
So I'm the first gay person, and there's a bunch of fundamentalist Christians that just joined the assembly that I just joined. I'm the only one out of 80 people in the state assembly. But I'm funny, and I have to tell you, if you ever want to get through a really hard situation, just be funny. Not disrespectful, but funny. So I picked out the biggest homophobe on the floor, and I had heard that he made a big speech, anti-gay speech, the year before I went up there. And I went over to him and I said, David, hi, I'm Sheila. And I gave him a big hug. And he was like totally stunned. And I said, don't worry, it's not catching. And I walked away. And you know, we were actually sort of friends after that, because if they can scare you, that's what they really want to do. If they can make you hate yourself, that's what they really want to do.
Yeah. Wow.
You can show your support for the Lavender Effect's mission-driven programs like the Oral History Project by texting GIVE, G-I-V-E, to 323-210-3746. Single or repeating donations of any amount are greatly appreciated. Thank you, and enjoy the virtual Pride Parade.
Wayne Besson is the founder and executive director of Truth Wins Out. Oh, I thought it was, no, it's just director of Truth Wins Out. My glasses. I need new glasses. Wayne Besson is the founder and executive director of Truth Wins Out, an organization dedicated to combating the ex-gay myth and use of conversion therapy. Oh, thank goodness. Please welcome to the program, Wayne Besson.
You can't pray away the gay. You can't pray away the gay.
Hi, I'm Wayne Besson, Executive Director for Truth Wins Out. My organization fights the ex-gay myth. We work to create a better world where no one believes the lie that you can pray away the gay. This is important because ex-gay organizations target LGBT youth with their insidious and failed conversion efforts. Since 2006, Truth Wins Out has played a leading role in shutting down ex-gay organizations. We expose their leaders as frauds, debunk their pseudoscience, and help people come out of the closet. Truth Wins Out creates world-class resources and uses media advocacy to help keep families together and save lives. Truth Wins Out also monitors ex-gay organizations. I want to express my deep gratitude to the LGBT community for Pride Month. We have a long way to go, but together, nothing can stop us. Happy Pride. Enjoy and celebrate.
Yay, truthwinsout.org. Oh, please end the myth that you can pray the gay away. You can try. Good luck with that. But gay people, our sexuality, our gender identity, it's all a force of nature. And you can't fight Mother Nature. So love yourself. Love yourself. That is the message for Pride this year and every year. And if you can't find love and acceptance where you are right now, know that there are people out here, us, who are out here. We are your allies, and we love and care about you very deeply. Finally, we have one more guest on the virtual Pride Parade, and she's one of my dearest friends. We did fundraising across the country for the Matthew Shepard Foundation, and we starred together on a little program on ABC called Ugly Betty. She's known to the LGBTQ plus community as a fierce advocate and ally. From her Golden Globe nominated performances in Amazon Prime's Transparent to her Emmy and Critics' Choice nominated performance in Ryan Murphy's The Assassination of Gianni Versace. She's also the first actress in generations to win 2 consecutive Tony Awards. She can currently be seen on Netflix in Manhunt, Deadly Games, and The Politician. And we're so proud to welcome back this year the legendary stage, TV, and film actress, my friend, Judith Light.
Hello, Judith Light, coming to you from the West Coast, and I'm so happy to be back this year supporting the Lavender Effect launch Pride Month. What a year this has been. It has challenged us and deepened us. And through it all, what has continued to inspire me and so many is the LGBTQIA plus community's resilience in the face of adversity. You have been a guiding light for us. I don't think we could have imagined that this time would have been so challenging. However, as you have inspired us, you have also demonstrated love, compassion, connection, and as always, been our way showers and our teachers. May this year's Pride celebration remind you how so many of us are awed by your courage and your resilience and your authenticity, your empathy and compassion. And may you be filled with pride, joy, love, and connection. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, not only for all you do, but most importantly, for who you are. Happy Pride, everyone.
Oh, she kills me. Here's the thing about Judith, as we wrap things up. That's how she talks to you in real life. She will grab your hands, look at you in the eyes, and go, "How are you?" And I'm like, "Okay, I just had a sandwich. I'm doing all right." Listen, I want to pass on the message that Judith has, that you, the way you are right now, your value as a human being, as a queer human being, whether you're lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, non-binary, pansexual, what have you, your value as a human being is immutable. You are worth loving. You are worthy of engagement, and your existence on this planet matters. The queer community, we make life beautiful. We make America beautiful. We beautify neighborhoods. We bring kindness and light and art and music to everybody we touch. And I got to tell you on a personal note, without making it about me, I came to Los Angeles, a queer Asian kid, and I didn't start working until I was out, because when I was out, I was bringing 100% of myself into the room, all my authenticity and all my color as a queer person of color. So don't let the world miss out on the magic of who you are. Who you are right now, you bring color and light and love into the room in a way that nobody else can. So I want to thank everybody at the Lavender Effect for paying me $100,000 for hosting today. What? Oh, that's still not happening? Okay, we'll talk to my agent. We'll figure it out. And I love each and every one of you, and I wish you the happiest Pride ever. Share your light with the world, and we'll see you next year, hopefully in person. Love you. Bye-bye.
We hope that you enjoyed the 2021 Virtual Pride Parade presented by the Lavender Effect. Thanks to our talented Grand Marshal and host, Alec Mapa, and to all of our amazing participants this year. Special thanks to Rainbow PR, our producing partners, Magical Iguana Productions, and VIPwebinars.org, and our generous donors who support our mission to advance the future of LGBTQIA plus heritage and culture. Go to thelavendereffect.org for more information. Thanks for joining us this year.
I'm not a float. I just look like one on TV.